this multifunction refrigeration tester. Finally, I got a chance to use this today on this GE inverter board. As you can see, the way it looks, the customer's complaint was that everything would work, but the compressor would not run. So what I did was I removed the inverter board. I'm also going to explain it to you how this needs to be done and how it needs to be tested. If you're a new technician, beginner in this business, you really need one of these. If you don't have one of these and you want to do it in a professional way, you can also do that. So there's electrical wires going to the inverter board. That's the inverter board, and this connector goes into the compressor pin. While it's connected, let me just connect it quickly or show you. While it's connected like that, and the inverter board is also installed on the side of the compressor, there's two wires going into the inverter board. One is going from the this is the main wire that gets main power from the main control board to the inverter board, and then I got the signal here, the signal line. When the unit is running, when I have a good control board is here. When the unit is running, I should have 120 volts on this connector. So the 120 volts will be not on this side, it will be on this side, or if it's connected, you can also test it between these two pins. So to make things easier, disconnect this. Make sure the fridge is powered off when you do that, because it may spark. You're gonna plug in the fridge, check for 120 volts between these two wires, and then if you get 120 volts, that's good. You can reconnect it back in again, unplug it, reconnect it back in, and then you have to unplug this signal connection here. To disconnect the signal connection, you really have to pull it from the connectors, not from the wires. Please don't do that, because you're gonna break the wire. So I'm gonna put my camera down quickly, disconnect this, and then from the inverter board I should have between 3 to 5 volts DC. You're gonna select DC on your multimeter. So this is AC, you're checking this power, and then DC checking this. You're selecting this with your probes, and you're adding your probes on this on inverter side, and we should have 3 to 5 volts DC. If you're not getting 3 to 5 volts DC, that's fine. So if you don't want to do any of these testings, you need this tool. So what you can do is, do not disconnect anything. Let me put this back in quickly. Do not disconnect anything, just remove one screw here that holds the inverter board in place. Remove the inverter, disconnect this connector, and get your tool. See, look, you're gonna install it like that. Like that. You do not have to do anything, just plug it in. If you have extension cord, it's gonna make your job easier. Otherwise, it's okay. The compressor started. It confirms that I have a bad inverter board. Replace your inverter board. That will take care of the problem. You can also change the frequency of the compressor from slower to faster. See, you can hear the compressor. Oh, so if you go all the way down, it may turn off the compressor. So now you can hear this. I'm increasing it, increasing. So if you go on this side, that increases it. So that's how you check your inverter board compressor with this tool. It's so neat.